Hey, what's going on, you guys? Some things happened earlier today, and in light of what happened, I feel like I wanted to make a video kind of talking about this topic and what's been going on in the community. Another beloved member of the game has quit and left the game, and I know it's probably not the most upbeat topic in the world, but I'm not just gonna, I'm gonna try not to just rain down thunder. I'm gonna do my best to be real, just be real about a few things and be as optimistic as possible. Without wasting any time, let's go. Okay, something I want to mention really quick first, that has been happening to a friend of mine, and do not worry, I'm not going to use any names, no names. I just want to say that bullying people and harassing people in the game or on Discord or anywhere else, it should never be tolerated by anyone, and there is no reason for it. I think that a lot of hostility is kind of coming out right now in people because alliances have fallen apart. People that may have been cheating for a long time and have big accounts and all that, actions are finally being taken. And the grind with the game has a lot of players on edge in an unhealthy way. So if this is happening to you, please do not stay quiet about it. Tell somebody, let somebody know if you're being harassed and that you need help. This person's, hey, this person's harassing me. What should I do? I just need to tell somebody. Yeah. So I just had to get that off my chest really quick. So next, as a lot of people know, a good friend of the community has left the game. He was upset today on stream, because the game has given him a lot, but the game has also taken so much from him, and it was for sure a hard thing to watch. So if you see this, buddy, I hope everything in your heart gets fulfilled. I wish you nothing but positive energy and blessings on you and in your life. And I hope we talk soon, bro. So yeah. So the question has been coming up to me, is the game dying? Is it dead? Is it gonna die? Lex, what do you think? What are you gonna do? So right off the bat, is the game dead? Obviously the answer is no. I think the game is still moving along just as it ever was. It's what's happening though inside the game that a lot of people feel like is rotting it from the inside. The number one thing I hear the most, and this was one of his reasons for leaving, is plain and simple the time sink. And also coupled with that is what you get, like the rewards for all that time you put into the game. It's driving a lot of players mad and out of the game. This is not the first VIP player that has quit the game for this reason alone. Mr. Free to Play is another person that has quit the game. So because of the time sink, I feel like it just feels more intense when you lose someone in the community who helps people in the community with their insight into the game, and people also actually see them and hear them say, I quit, I don't want to play anymore. And so seeing and hearing them quit makes them think, oh no, the game is, the game's dead, it's dying, people are leaving. But it's okay. I don't think it is. It just has issues like anything else. I think MSF just kind of has a little more issues, actually a lot more issues than it should. But at the core of it, me personally, I am still enjoying the game. And this can be true in that they're requiring Blitz for, more events, and events are happening more often, and the rewards are harder to get, and some not even worth the time for the most part, like costumes. I always said that they were making way too big of a deal out of costumes. They give no stat increases. It's just a cosmetic look, and in my opinion, they should just be giving them to us. For the most part, very very easy, free to play to get. So I don't think we should be having to blitz as hard as they make us for costumes. Some of them you even have to pay for, and that's even if you put the max amount of time possible with sleep in mind into the game. So for example, now the last few milestones on some of these events with amazing rewards, and here, let me bring them up. So way down here at the bottom for the phantasm orbs. So now the last few milestones on some of these events, they have really good rewards, but they're considered offers because you can't achieve those milestones without buying an offer to complete them. So blitzing for some people is the worst part about the game, simply because it's a repetitive action that requires at least 2 to 5 minutes and happens multiple times a day. And for most people, setting timers, interrupting family time and friend time, which is putting a strain on people, not just mentally, but physically. And for physically, I mean, eye strain and headaches, which can cause even more stress in your life. So I definitely think that Scopely needs to rethink this whole thing with Blitz, or try to at least even the burden throughout throughout other game modes with event milestones, such as incorporating raid points, blitz points, and arena points into a milestone. Not milestones are one or the other. This one's for raids, this one's for arena, this one's for war energy, this one's for A-Force credits, this one's for blitz. And to get A-Force credits, you have to blitz. So, it's like, dude, it's too much, and that I am not a fan of myself either. So now I am going to be a fan if they give us some sort of raid sim button, because I really am bored with the Greek raids, especially. I know a lot of people are. Something new would be nice, but I feel like that's going back to the time sync thing. So I think that a raid sim button might not be a bad idea. I think it's actually a good idea. So you can focus on other game modes. If that's what you want to do, or if you want to play raid, you can play raid too. It's totally up to you. And they should make it, so that, you have the option of, hey, if I want to play it, I'll get maybe a little bit more points, just like with Blitz. If you actually play the Blitz matches, you get a little bit more points. So, or just, just a way to get through it. It would be nice to save the time. So, now you also have to think of free-to-play players. Blitz is one way for them to really try and have an edge over the pay-to-play players of the game. But again, if you have someone early on or a big free-to-play guy blitzing constantly, it's guaranteed you're going to burn him out. Now, you could say, oh, well, I'm just not going to blitz. Screw blitzing. And that's fine, but you're going to lose out on a lot of rewards. And some of those rewards you could get with, very little effort. It's really easy to just do a couple rotations a day, instead of having to do 6, 7, or 8 or 9 rotations a day. So now, second, is the game dying? This is kind of a big one. No, I do not think the game is dying. And I'm going to tell you why, because I think that there are people leaving and starting the game every day, number one. And number two, as long as they have players logging in and spending money, and there are, I believe, something like 250, 300,000 players is I think what I've heard. Even if, let's say they lose half of those players, half of those players left the game, which would be huge, right? I mean, it would be huge. I mean, you might think the game is dead, seriously. But as long as those people were playing and buying offers and logging in, the game would still continue on. They would still, they might just milk the game, but as long as people are logging in and buying stuff, the game is going to keep continuing on. And they are a business, people have said before, it is true. They're a business. So, they are there to make money. They're not trying to, hide that fact. So, they have professionals that monitor these things, and talk about, the next thing, and financial experts telling them how to diversify and market Marvel Strike Force and how to maximize where people are spending and in what parts of the game. And, since the game is so easily accessible for all people all around the world, for all different languages, right on any smartphone, it would take a lot for the game to die off, I think. I really think that, even if Mobile Gamer left the game would carry on. It would just take a massive hit. It would definitely take a massive hit, for sure. Plus, MSF is his job, literally. So, I don't see that happening. Now, I will say this. if they start taking the game in a direction that starts to upset players, especially their most loyal players, and other players leave because they leave, it could definitely hurt the game, and they could potentially lose their community on Twitch, and that could hurt them. That could really hurt them. If it just turned back into some, unknown mobile game on your phone, that could definitely hurt them. But if someone steps away, and especially a streamer, and there will be someone, there will be someone there wanting to fill it. Whenever a streamer steps away, and it'll happen more and more, you'll see streamers fall away, or they will say, I don't want to play anymore. And there's always going to be someone that's going to step in and take that place, or say, oh, I want to try and stream. I know I've talked to lots of people that say, oh, I want to try and stream. I've always wanted to try and stream. So, now last, if the game is causing damage in your life, mentally, because of the stress it causes you, or hurting you in some way because of the time it's taking away from you or loved ones, and that's really bothering you, then I would plead with you to consider two things. One, weigh out your pros and cons of why you do and don't want to leave the game, and see which one's more important. Reduce your screen time, or step down to an alliance that is very low casual and doesn't require much, and play as you like, not as Scopely would like you to be playing. Reassess why you're playing the game, and try to take note if you're really even having fun or not. Games are all about having fun, not causing more stress. Who wants to play a game that's called stress? AKA Marvel Strike Force. And number two, you could take a break for a while. Maybe see if that reinvigorates you or yourself about the game. But I want to warn you on this. Most people who stop the game, they have a hard time coming back, or they don't come back because they fall too far behind. And it seems like far too much to catch up. It's too much. No, I don't want to take the time. It's too far. It's too much. I'm good. Or decide that you're done, like our friend, and try to take, some things back in your life, as he is trying to do indeed. So, and so finally, how do I feel about it? You guys, in larger part, for the most part, I'm still having fun. Are a lot of things in the game true about the game? Yes. But there are also a lot of things that transcend some of the stupid repetitive tasks in the game. This game has changed my life, man. Meeting everybody has changed my life. And as he said, I don't regret that. I do not regret that. This community is 100% hands down the best thing about the game. And I'm sure all of you would agree. Everybody makes you feel like family. We all share our love for Marvel and our frustrations for the game. And by sharing the stress load with each other, we can withstand, the heat of the game by coming together as a community. And that is really the main reason why I'm still playing the game. If everybody I knew left the game, then obviously, I would really highly consider, leaving the game, because it would feel dead. Or maybe if everyone moved to some other amazing, great game, that might be okay too. I just really love being a streamer right now. I think that's what I'm just enjoying the most, is just streaming and hanging out with everyone all the time. So it's not really the game. I think switching games would kind of be easier than just quitting everything and saying goodbye to all of it. But I have stepped back from things before. I stepped back for about 8 months. And it was a good refresher period for me. I didn't stop playing Marvel, but I did go casual in Marvel. And yeah, it helped me do some soul searching. So in conclusion, I really hope that you are able to find joy in some way or another with the game. I'm still finding some joy in playing, Cosmic Crucible and Arena. I know not everybody likes Cosmic Crucible. I know not everybody likes this mode or that mode or this mode. I'm saying for me, so I am enjoying Cosmic Crucible and Arena. Doom raids can be okay. War is not really my cup of tea. I don't really care for war. I actually like gearing up and unlocking new characters and seeing their moves and animations. That's a really fun part of the game for me. Dark Dimensions, not so much. It's, Dark Dimensions is a super hard grind. It takes a very, very long time to get through unless you have super high red stars. I mean, I get it. It's super end game, right? But it just, you die so fast, and try after try after try. Oh, it took me 10 attacks to get through this one node. It's like, wow, okay, but I still enjoy the strategy of it. That I do still like that. So, you just kind of, like I said, you kind of got to try to find the things that that you still like and love and still enjoy about the game. And I feel like if if it gets close, it can be fun. Oh, we're all trying to hurry up and it's battle to battle, point to point, and I've had wars like that. Those wars can be pretty fun, and you have all of the alliance working together. But the rewards, man, I don't know how worth it is to stress on those rewards. I just don't stress too much on war. They need to add teal orbs to war, I think, or reduce the teams, or I don't know, something different, I think. I would like to see some sort of game mode that's, I don't know, that's kind of like adventure, like a completely new campaign or something would be cool. Something you could do, I don't know, on your own with adventure, or I don't know, something different. Something to re-engage players and get them invigorated about the game again. So yeah, so that's what I think, you guys. Anyways, I should be live on Twitch tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday, 7 p.m. So come and hang out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd really like to know. Okay, you guys. Yeah, I know it's not the greatest topic in the world, but that's what I think. So yeah, much love, you guys. I'll talk to you later.